Today I'm going to teach you how to do a rainbow ombre envelope, even with a data merge with a ton of different addresses, and make something really, really fun in InDesign. So let's dive in. Hi everyone, I'm Laney. I'm a wedding invitation designer, and I also like to teach people how to design wedding invitations and run a successful, profitable business. Every year I run a fun challenge called No More Boring Envelopes, where we test the limits of envelope design. This is one that I created last year, and it's really beautiful. What I did was I laid out all the text exactly as I wanted it. These are fake names of fake addresses, so they fit perfectly. It's funny how that always works. And then I outlined the text in Illustrator and made a clipping mask with a rainbow ombre. This is not efficient if you want to do this with 150 envelopes, so I found a way to do it that would allow you to make this kind of effect even with a data merge with a ton of different envelopes. Now, if you don't know about data merge, that's basically taking a whole spreadsheet of addresses and turning them into a formatted file really quickly in InDesign. I have a ton of videos on it on my channel, so check those out if this is a little over your head, and then come back. So the first thing we're going to want to do is set up our data merge file. I recommend, this is the same font that I used. I think it was bigger in this sample one, of course, but we want to have room for all of the names, all of the addresses, everything that's going to go on, 50 different addresses. So we need to just be a little bit more formatted. We're not going to be able to put them all perfectly such that all we have room for is the stamp and nothing else. I would also recommend doing a larger font that has some weight to it so that you're going to get the full effect of that ombre. If you do something really thin, it's going to be hard to read on some of those lighter colors, and you're just not going to get that full effect. You're going to be like, why are these different colors? So I even think a thicker font than this would work well. Like a thick block print font would be really cool. I'm trying to kind of go with this as an example. So using that same font here, which is called Canyonlands. I'll link it in the description of this video. Now, the next thing you want to do is get your colors. I just Googled rainbow ombre, found one that I liked, and used the eyedropper tool to get swatches. So I have these 6 swatches here. Now we're going to need the gradient toolbar and the swatches toolbar open for this to work. And so you're just going to start dragging. So purple, we're going to change that white one to purple. That didn't work. It's kind of weird getting these. Start over here. It's kind of hard to get the ones on the end, I have noticed. So there we go. You see that black box? That's what you're looking for. This is actually really pretty. I would love to do an invitation suite out of this, but we're doing a rainbow today. So then you can just add these in the middle. I find that it's hard to delete them, so I was just undo if I do something weird. And it makes sense to spread them out evenly. This looks really beautiful. If we were to do a box with this gradient swatch, it is really beautiful. It looks just like that one that we found online. However, if you apply it to the text, it's going to be a little bit weird. I find that you need to make the ends just come in a little bit in order to get those colors. So if we want to get any purple at all, we need to bring the ends in a little bit. If we want to get any red in at all, you're going to need to bring that in a little bit. So in a box, looks a little purple and red heavy, but I think for text, it's going to work out because what they're doing is they're applying the gradient to the maximum space that's here, and not all the names are going to fill that. So then if we click on this box, we need to select all the text and apply the gradient to it. And you can see what I mean here. We're not getting a lot of red. We're not getting a lot of purple. If we preview it, we're going to see what it's actually going to look like. So we do have more of that purple and red here. You could even bring those in further if you wanted to get more of those colors, but you'll see you'll get more of the red on some of those longer addresses. So you can flip through and see what it's going to look like. You can decide to make it bigger. We do have another video about a cool script you can purchase that will make you be able to resize all the text so that it fits perfectly within the box. So you can do that as well. But just, this is super cool. So then once you have it where you want it, you can go ahead and create the merge document. And we have a little bit of overset text here, which is okay. That's just from some of the longer names. So I love this little trick. I found myself wondering one day, hey, can you do a gradient with a data merge? And what if I just did an entire rainbow? And it turned out so beautiful. There's so many different possibilities here because you can do endless, color combinations and levels and all of that and different angles. So I hope you'll tag me if you do try this out and come up with something beautiful. I hope you'll start using this for some of your clients. I do think this would be fine to mail with the post office. I wouldn't suggest any really light colors, but I don't see any reason why this would have too much trouble. At worst, I would say it would be a non-machinable surcharge, so let your clients know that that's possible. But in general, I think the machines wouldn't have much trouble reading this at all, if I had to guess. Let me know in the comments what you think of this fun rainbow ombre addressing, and I hope while you're here, you'll watch tons of our other graphic design and stationery tutorials. Thanks, everybody.